Have you been involved in close calls or mishaps? And
Oh yeah.
what happened at what? I mean, what kind of things have happened?
Years ago, I was connecting Center State Hospital in Freehold. They were doing an addition on it. And we had a conventional crane. Conventional crane is the looks like a lattice boom. It's not the solid boom like it'd be a hydraulic. And back then we didn't have safety hooks. You just had a hook, no safety on it. And then the boom dog broke. Now that's the device that keeps the boom from falling. Well, I was locked in a column, and it was something called the truss. And if you ever go to Walmart, Home Depot, Target, you see the piece that goes from column to column, and it like goes like that. That's a truss. The other things are called bar joists. Well, back then the truss was just hooked on with chokers and no safety hook, and the boom dog broke, and the boom started to fall, and then the truss hit one end of this building that was already up, and the hook came off the choker, and then the truss swung into the column that I was on, and my leg went into the truss on the bounce down, and God willing, before the bounce up, I got my leg out
Oh my gosh.
and held on because that thing was banging into the column. And then it was the first pick of a Saturday, and back then it was double time. I slid down and I said, I'm going home.
I mean, that would have snapped your.
Use my quotient of luck for the day. See ya.
That could have snapped your leg in two, right?
It would have ripped me in half.
Yeah, I would say that you were just kind of along for the ride, hanging on the inside,
Yes.
and hoping that there were no protrusions or anything.
How I held on, I have no idea.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
But I did.
So you go home and have a beer and come back the next day, huh?
Well, actually, the foreman said to me, he goes, well, will you fix the dog? Weld the boom dog back. And I said, yeah, I'll weld it, because I knew I had to be up there Monday. So I welded it, and he says to me, he goes, okay, it's fixed. You want to go back to work? I said, no. I said, I'm going home and getting drunk.
Yeah. That's
So
amazing.
When something like that happens, I mean, do you just fix it and move on, or is there an investigation, or people try and figure out what happened?
If somebody gets hurt, there's an investigation. Yeah, I mean, that was, and this was probably 35 years ago.